I am Brad Stevens, a public school graduate.
I'm Stacy McGuire, and I'm a public school graduate.
I'm George Suhr, and I'm a public school graduate.
Brad Stevens, Butler head men's basketball coach. And I was blessed with two great parents and a terrific community to grow up in. And you learn every day about trying to do the right thing, not being perfect by any means, but just trying to do the best you can to represent your school well, to represent yourself well, and your family well. You're always learning. And some of my most treasured memories were on the basketball court at Zionsville High School. And some of the most painful lessons were on the basketball court at Zionsville High School. And I think that you learn from all of those, and you move forward, and you just try to become better today. And there are no secrets in sports. There's no politics in sports. So when you're out on that floor, and when you're in high school or when you're in college, and when you're in high school especially, you're learning those lessons for the first time in front of large crowds and people. And there can be some painful lessons of, hey, if you're not prepared, you're going to get beat, and there is no in between. You're either winning or losing on that given night. And so those are great lessons. The lessons that sports offer from the opportunities to be passionate, the opportunity to embrace a team, to serve others, to recognize that you have to be humble and respect the game in every situation, to be thankful for all those opportunities of being out there, to be accountable to your teammates and to yourself. Those are all things that you can learn at a very young age, and sometimes the fun way, sometimes the hard way, but you certainly learn them in high school. I still talk to the coaches that I had in high school, and Dave Solomon, who was my high school coach, and some of my summer ball coaches, and my college coach. I still talk to all those people regularly, and they all greatly impacted my life and greatly influenced me, and I'm indebted to them.
I'm Stacy McGuire, and I'm the principal of Westfield High School. I can't explain to you how teaching and working with kids, that it isn't this 8.5-hour thing or this thing you do from like bell to bell. It's just this ongoing involvement and this ongoing investment, and it just fulfills me. I think that the reason why I and the majority of public educators show up to do the job every day is I think that there's some basic things that kids want. They want security, they want respect, they want affection. But I think that the role of public education, everybody has fear. And I think that the main thing that public education in schools do is take that fear away from kids. Give them a setting where they can come in and they know they're building their skills, the learning and the reading and the writing, and all of those things, because you have to have those. But also giving them places where it's safe to fail and safe to make mistakes. And, at the end of the day, if you can take that fear away, and you can let a kid know that they're not a victim of their circumstance, if you can let a kid know that as long as they have the tools they need and have the confidence to dream, they can go out and they can do and be whatever it is that they want to and whatever it is they aspire to be, they can do that.
I'm George Suhr, and I graduated from North Central High School in 2001. What I really got the most out of, I think, two things. The faculty, staff, everybody there was incredibly supportive, whether it was somebody who was helping you in a gym class, or if it was somebody who's studying with you after school. I still count a lot of the teachers that I had there as good friends who've been supportive of the work that I continue to do today, and I think they're just incredible people who are attracted to that school, and I think to public schools in general. And I would also say, to second that, the diversity that you find in the hallways of North Central is incredible. I think it really prepares you, because you meet and interact with people who come from so many different backgrounds that once you get out into what people would normally call the real world, you've already been there. You don't feel like you're making a big jump, because you've already seen it, you've already lived it in an awesome environment. I'm 25 years old, and I'm the executive director of Building Tomorrow. Building Tomorrow's mission is to construct schools in sub-Saharan Africa using young people as really the catalyst to make that happen. It costs $45,000 to build a school that serves 325 kids, and that includes children who are going to school from 1st to 7th grade, And the school that we construct is built usually on 3 acres of land and has a classroom for each grade. We are currently working in 8 communities throughout Uganda, serving a combined population of over 35,000 people and giving hundreds of students their first opportunity to learn inside of a classroom. And all of these kids were double orphans. They'd lost both their parents to HIV/AIDS, and they were at this center, Meeting Point Kampala, which for them was pretty much their only hope to be able to be fed, to have a place to sleep, and also to get an education. And so after touring that school and spending some time with those kids and those who were looking after them, it became quite evident and clear to me that I needed to take a good amount of time to figure out how I and young people across the United States could get involved and make a difference for those kids. The joy of being able to do that just comes from having been able to get an education in such great classrooms here in Indianapolis. And so the hope is to be able to take that to Uganda and really let it flourish.